Hi, it's Gail Mercer-MacKay here, founder of the Six Figure Freelance Writer. And this week, I want to talk to you a little bit about thought leadership. We had our coaching call, the Six Figure Freelance Writer coaching program yesterday, and that was the big topic that we were discussing with our writers in terms of how thought leadership is really something that's important for clients today and something that you as writers can bring to your clients. You know, in marketing, what we do in marketing is, and what our clients are looking for us to do, is to help them connect with their audience so that they can do more business. And marketing has always been about promotion, but it is no longer about promotion. It is in a way, but it is more about attraction. So it's about attraction rather than promotion. And that means that the clients that you want to write for, have got to get above the noise. They've got to be able to establish a platform. They have to get messages out there that are insightful and that are interesting and that resonate with their audience. So it's all about attraction rather than promotion, and that means thought leadership. You know, one of the things that several of the writers in the presentation and the things we talked about, I shared with them a number of the top speakers, the top orators, the top leaders in the world, like John F. Kennedy and Pierre Elliott Trudeau and George W. Bush, and all of these leaders do not write their own speeches. Those speeches are written by speechwriters, and we had actually in the presentation we showed, you know, who the speechwriter was behind the president or the leader. And several of the people said, I didn't realize that some of their greatest moments were actually written by somebody else. But that is true. It is often a writer, and usually it's a writer, behind some of the great oratory moments in our history. And certainly it's a writer who writes books, and it's a writer who is writing screenplays, and it's a writer that's writing scripts on TV. So really, you as writers have tremendous power, tremendous capability and opportunity to work with your clients and turn them into thought leaders, or help them become and establish a platform as a thought leader. So the next question was, you know, kind of like, what is thought leadership? And really, thought leadership is just having that domain knowledge, that domain expertise. And that's what your clients have. They're in business because they're a specialist in a certain area. And often your clients will really take for granted their area of specialty. And so your opportunity is to help them pull from them, find the little thread that is their area of specialty, and turn it into something written, craft something online that will represent them in a way that they can resonate and connect with their audience. And you know, here are the challenges. Here are the things that we've discovered with writers that have made them not be as successful in writing thought leadership pieces as they might otherwise be. So the first one is the feeling that the subject who you're writing for must know their own thought leadership, and so all you have to do is regurgitate what they say to you. And that's not true. Most people have no clue what their own thought leadership is. They really can't see themselves the way an external person might see them. And so you as the writer, for you to bring value and charge higher prices and keep clients and work with them for a long time, is to really poke and ask a lot of questions and make sure that you clearly understand what their thought leadership is. So the second challenge that writers come into is that often the client thinks that their thought leadership is around the product that they're selling. And that means features and benefits, you know, features of a product. Think of if you go to buy a car and you see a car brochure that's full of features, that's not thought leadership. Thought leadership, if we were going to use the car analogy, might be around what is the future of automobile development, and what is the future for the automotive industry, and where is it going to be self-driving cars? Is it going to be the Internet of Things? What is it? And so where is the automotive industry going? That's thought leadership. So it's not the product, it's about trends, it's about insight, it's about observations. So those are the kinds of things. The third thing that we found that writers sometimes struggle with is they don't get clarity around the message, the thought leadership message. And so often when we get writers writing thought leadership pieces and we get the first draft back, often what we find is that the ideas are jumbled up, they're mixed up. So I always encourage and urge writers to to use a framework to begin with so that you can organize the thoughts around what your client wants to say, and then have supporting documentation around it as well. So those are kind of the three things that we see that stick out, that stop people from it. But, you know, if you can get it right, if you can get the voice of the executive, if you can understand where their knowledge is and help them craft a thought leadership piece, you can not only help them really relate and engage with their audience and begin to attract a tribe of people who want to work with them and do business with them, but you will also establish for yourself a client that you'll probably have for a very long time. So that's it for this week. I'm excited to be back with you. It's been a really crazy busy time with conferences with Ray Edwards and Microsoft's big Inspire conference. I'm going to be put for a few weeks here before I start traveling again, and I look forward to sharing more things with you over the coming weeks. It's Gail Mercer-MacKay, and always I say to you, believe, be brave, and go right.